Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This is the man here, and yeah, since I've been gone, I've been doing some stuff, lately, moving in soon, which is pretty good, but yeah, so, I wanted to do another rant again about Green Psycho 17. Now this, obviously I did the rant on Bubba. You obviously know that I did a little rant on that Bubba Funkin person. Very pissed off with the way he's been running on YouTube, and technically I just decided to rant on him just because I had no choice in the matter. So yeah, Bubba Funkin, I talked about him specifically, but I really didn't talk about him as much as I should have. Because, see, the thing is, as much as I, respect the fact that he's been on YouTube for a long time, I just can't get the fact that his friend Green Psycho 17, I can't stand him. I really fucking can't stand him. I understand it's YouTube, but this guy is so fucking overrated. What is so good about Green Psycho 17? The only time that I actually liked him was when he debuted with, Bubba, in 2012. But still, he sucks. And the fact that he finished, he beat the living shit out of Pixel Von Pete and Bubba didn't, was just a slap in the face to, to me, to the YWC fans who are watching this. That was kind of a bit disappointing in my opinion. And the fact that for so many years people been saying, oh, Green Psycho 17's great, Green Psycho 17's amazing. What the fuck are you on? Take your medication. I'm not saying every Green Psycho 17 fan is an idiot, but fuck's sake, there is some people that would say Green Psycho 17 is better than Bubba Funkin. And yeah, I do hate Bubba Funkin, but let's be fucking honest here. Green Psycho is nowhere near Bubba Funkin. It's nowhere fucking near. And I know I ranted on Bubba, but still, let's face reality. Bubba is a hell of a lot better, because at least Bubba actually gives a shit. At least Bubba knows what he's talking about. He actually showed everyone in that video of the roster how many people how many lack of superstars they had. He actually, did every single one of them, and he did it in a great video. And I actually liked the video for a fucking reason, because I liked it because it was pretty good. But Green Psycho 17, all he talks about, I don't know, he's just a fucking rip-off of Bubba Funkin. They both talk about the same shit, exactly. They're both like John Cena. But you see, the thing is, though, Bubba actually makes it interesting. Green doesn't. He fucking copies every little shred of what Bubba uses. And I know probably the Wrestling Jesus, probably, maybe he did the John Cena rant before but still, Bubba Funkin, he was cool back in the day, back in the YWC in 2011. That was, in my opinion, 2011, the YWC, that was probably the best year of the YWC, because, you saw new people come out, the Brad Rules was starting to begin, and, you had people like Bubba Funkin debut, and I believe Danielson, the Smart Busters, they were debuting, and that's where, and you may say 2009 with the LWC or whatever the fuck, but still, back in the day, 2011 for the YWC was pretty good. I think a lot of people would agree with me on that. 2011 for the YWC was pretty much the solid point of the YWC. You had people like Wrestling Jesus, and I know he came out in 2005, early 2005, but let's face reality, in my opinion, his best days was 2008, but my opinion, 2011 was the best Wrestling Jesus, in my opinion, in my eyes. He was just pretty good. When he did rants about, you know, John Cena, I thought they were pretty classic, you know, at the time, you know, but, you know, I still love Wrestling Jesus. He's always been my favourite. I mean, Wrestling Jesus, in my opinion, is a legend. I mean, you can't stop that guy. I mean, yeah, he's a troller, but who isn't? I mean, Bubblegum Funkin' is just as much as a troll as him. But and you may say, oh, well, at least Bubblegum Funkin' changed channels. Maybe not, but, you know, he's still a troll nonetheless. You know, he's a good troller, Bubblegum Funkin', and I may hate him, but let's face reality, he's a pretty good fucking troller. But Green Psycho 17 sucks. The fact that he has to come out and say he's at the hospital, which is a load of bullcrap, and then all of a sudden Bubblegum Funkin' reveals that there's going to be a new Green Psycho 17, and then it turns out to be a fucking alien. So how the fuck am I supposed to get behind that, you know, Green Psycho 17? Really? Is that what I'm supposed to be into? Something that looks like a fucking goblin from Lord of the Rings, or fucking the first season of the first movie of Lord of the Rings? Sorry about that. But still, how the fuck am I supposed to get behind that? No way, I'm not supposed to get behind that fucking green alien thing. The old Green Psycho 17 was badass for numbers reasons. One, it represents everything a psycho would be. Taking drugs, like, you know, kind of a Scott Hall way. You know, and the fact that he did that so well, the character it was a good time to do the character. Because at the time, you know, a lot of celebrities fucked up in, you know, 2012 and a couple other years. You know, before that, but, you know, 2012 was a good year for Green to come out. And another reason why it was good is because we needed a psycho in the YWC. We don't really have that. The only person who I thought, in my opinion, was a fucking psycho was, you know, I don't know, exactly. I don't know any psychos. Maybe the Brad Rules, but he's not a psycho. I mean, he's a guy who rants on stuff. He's a great ranter. He's a great guy. I watch him. I've watched his stuff for 2 years. I know what he's like. He's a really good YouTuber that you should really watch. And I think he's the most underrated YouTuber in the YWC. And yeah, you might disagree, but it's the truth. He is fucking underrated. Because, right, you know, Wrestling Jesus gets all 100 likes. Brad Rules doesn't. And in my opinion, the Brad Rules is probably, if not, better than the Wrestling Jesus, in my opinion, this year. Because, let's face it, I mean, I love Wrestling Jesus to death, but, I mean, I just think Brad Rules is a little bit better than him. You know, not ever, because when it was 2009, I would say they were equal, but I would say, you know, I mean, he'll be just a little here, you know, he'll be a little above Wrestling Jesus, but yeah, Green Psycho 17 sucks. I'm sorry, all you fucking YWC fans out there, Attitude Era fans who love him. I mean, the fact that he defends Attitude Era is a bit ridiculous. They need to do something different. They need to have a new role. I'm glad they're gonna do that whole thing with, like, you know, do that little wrestling spoof. You know, when, you know, all WWE superstars talk and they do like little voices. And I thought the fucking Bellas was just fucking hilarious. I was laughing my ass off. I thought some of them was pretty, you know, hysterical, in my opinion. I think that's a good direction. I think Bubba should do a movie reviews. I mean, he used to with Scarface and the Dark Knight. They were pretty good reviews. That's when I started to learn about, you know, Scarface and all that. Yeah, I want him to do, like, DVD reviews a bit more, because he usually doesn't do that, and I think it would be a new step for him. I want him to do WWE 2K16. Apparently Stone Cold's on the cover. Good news for the YWC. You know, I mean, it's just, I mean, it's not about the, I never give a shit about who's on the fucking cover, except for John Cena, because, I mean, I'm being truthful here. I don't like John Cena. I fucking hate his guts. But I don't really give a shit if he's on the cover. I don't give a shit if fucking Hornswoggle's on the cover. Just as long as the game stands out, you know. Brock Lesnar, that was a pretty good cover and it was a good game, and, you know, doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. So, yeah, Green Psycho 17 sucks. Nicky Nutterball, I think he's pretty good as well. In my opinion, quite underrated out of the whole pack. Steve the Devil, another underrated guy. In my opinion, he is fucking really good. I think he's underrated most out of the YWC, out of the Bobbin Up Funkin' crew. Steve Darkness is okay. I mean, he's not bad. You have Letterline, Letterslove. I mean, he's pretty good as well. Green Sucker 17, just overrated. He just sucks. So yeah, Bobbin Up Funkin' again. I admire Bubba. In my opinion, I mean, Bubba's pretty good. But now, I mean, that was back then. I'm not talking about today. I mean, he sucks. You know, today. I mean, he's okay, but he kind of sucks, Bubba, now. So yeah. Bobbin Up Funkin', I mean, back then. I'm not talking about, like, 2015, because he kind of sucks in 2014. After his fight with Pixel Vampire, that was the day when he sucked. No, actually, I disagree. September, that was the month that he really shit the bed, and that's when everything changed, and that's when he became suckish again. So yeah, it was a bit too much for me. And Green, I used to like him until 2014, until he slapped until he said, you know, basically, after the rivalry between fucking Bobbin Up Funkin' and Pixel Vampire, that great rivalry, he had to ruin it, and I'm not saying he ruined everything, he wanted his revenge. Good, but at least Bobby didn't even have any fucking revenge. And soon I will do a video on Pixel Vampire as well. I will be, you know, saying some stuff about the whole rivalry between Pixel Vampire and fucking Bobbin Up Funkin'. I'm pretty sure you need to look in that video a bit deeper, because I will be talking about the rivalry. 15 minutes long. Hopefully I can complete that video short and simple. It's gonna be basically about the whole rivalry, and I've watched both their videos. In my opinion, I mean, Pixel Vampire was pretty funny. I mean, let's face reality, he may fucking hate his guts, but he was really fucking funny. Not talking about when he debuted, but when it was like 2014, 2013. I mean, he really was kind of, he had a character. He was a PG cocksucker, or dick riders, like the YWC would say. In 2009, if he came in 2009, then probably they would never fucking, you know, hear about it, but it would probably be called a fanboy at best. So yeah, until next time, goodbye.